Hey guys, what's crack-a-lackin'? Hope everybody's doing good. I know I haven't had let me check. Can somebody give me a 5 for 5 in there if you would? Hey Akam, what's up? Hey Debbie Chewbacca, what's going on? Love the Chewbacca name, love that. Hey Julie, what's happening? Hey Virginia, what's going on? Shari, what's that? Thank you. Alright, we're good? Okay, yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and get into this. Guys, I'm on vacation. So just so everybody knows, I'm doing this because I haven't done a video here on Wages World in almost 2 weeks, and I do apologize for that, but there's reasons for that, okay, and I'll explain real quick what that is. The biggest one is there has been absolutely nothing going on. In a sun cycle, just so everybody understands this, even as we're moving up, and matter of fact, I'm going to go down here and I'm going to show you a little bit real quick because this is important to know. If you look historically at our sun cycle, which is this right here, right? Sun cycle 24, you can see certain months how it dips down. And they're plotting how many sunspots, how many days we see sunspots on the Earth facing side. That's the sunspot number that they go off of. If you didn't understand what I said there, basically, if we see any sunspot at all from our view here on Earth, that's counted as 1 day. So, and during sunspot maximum, not sunspot, but solar cycle and solar maximum and all that we talk about all the time, usually during those time frames, we don't usually have very many days where you don't have sunspots facing us. But listen, if you look at this, you can see how it's up down, and sometimes even pretty drastic. Like right here, if you look at that, you go from 64 sunspots to what did it say, 120, almost double. That's in 1 month. Okay, so just so you understand that, this isn't something that is odd. It is something that we expect. You just don't know exactly when that's going to hit, because you really have to have a specific day when the sun cycle starts. And they do pick a day, but it's really kind of they go back and they look after the fact, and then they pick a day. So yeah, they can't forecast the start of a sun cycle. It's impossible. You can be close with that, but it has to do with polarity of the sunspots in the northern and southern hemisphere of the sun. If one's positive negative, that would be one solar cycle, and if a sunspot is negative positive, that would be from another sun cycle, a different sun cycle. And there are about 3% of sunspots that show up with opposite polarity during a sun cycle. And a fun fact here, I wasn't planning on talking about this, but a fun fact there is that those kinds of sunspots are twice as likely to flare. That's interesting to me. That it's because they're more complex. So the more complex a sunspot is, the better chances it has of flaring. But anyway, back to what I was saying here about I haven't done a video in a minute. We just have not had anything going on. The sun, matter of fact, let me show you this, because over here at spaceweather.com, and you can get this data elsewhere too, but at spaceweather.com, please go give them some love. Check them out. They're talking about this flare that happened here, and they do stuff every day. I mean, they're pretty up to date, like right when it happens. But here's the sun cycle I was just talking about. You can see how down here in 2012, if you guys can see my cursor and follow my cursor over here, 2012, there were no days that we didn't see a sunspot. Okay, now we're kind of splitting hairs when we say, yeah, we had 2 days and 0 days and 1 day. Essentially, when you're talking about 365 days, I mean, it's not that big of a deal, is what I'm trying to say. But we actually had a day last week, or close to this week, I think, yeah, where there were no sunspots. And we go from having 10 to zero. And it shocks people, but in it, you know, in some instances it should shock you, but in other instances, like what I'm talking about here, that's more of a an expected thing. And I just showed you why it's expected. You can go back and look at the other sun cycles, and they do the same exact thing. Okay? So before you go saying that it's way out of the ordinary to see these kinds of things, you need to go look at the historic data before you say that. Because you can go all the way back and you can look and kind of compare. Does that make any sense? I hope it does. I hope you guys are... Matter of fact, let me go back here for a minute. But yeah, so are we still good in there, guys? Okay. Yeah, I don't expect to see a whole lot of people here. Lots of reasons for that, and the reason why mainly is because I haven't done a video in a minute. And the other reason is, you know, I haven't done a video in a minute. But I am, like I said, I am on vacation, and this is going to be short. I just happen to have my family is resting right now, and I wanted to come on here because I did see some stuff start to happen. We had a radio blackout because of that M flare that I just talked about, and see the R1 here, nothing big come from it, has small radio blackouts, exactly what we would expect. Okay, right here. Nothing really big happened, but I did, as I was looking through this stuff, I did catch something kind of interesting. Oh, something else, guys. You know, over on the Lifeboat, the other channel that me and Tommy do, a lot of you guys are here, I know. But Tommy is actually out of town, you know, doing a family thing. His daughter's graduating, so we're not having videos over there today, or yesterday and today. And throughout this next week, guys, it's going to be hard for me to be anybody that's here from the Lifeboat. I'm not sure how strong my internet connection is going to be because we're at a hotel right now, and we're going to a condo. So think the internet connection stuff is going to probably change, and I'm not sure exactly how well my connection will be. Okay, so I hope to be able to do a show or two next week during the evening with Tommy over on the Lifeboat. But if not, Tommy's planning on doing streams. I'm not sure exactly what his schedule is going to be, but I want you guys to know this, and this is why I say this. I want you guys to know that we're going to start a call-in show over there. And I'm going to try to have it ready to go, not this Monday, but next Monday. So you'll be able to call in with questions or comments, you know, with the drug recovery. That's what we do over there, in case you guys didn't know that. You know, I'm a recovering opiate addict. You know, I had a pill addiction for a few years, and I'm sober, been sober for 11 years, never relapsed. But that's what we do over there. We're a family. We've had some growing pains here lately, and we're growing with it. We're stronger because of it, and we're getting there, right? So we're going to try a call-in format, which I think people will love, because you'll get an immediate response back and forth. Anyway, space weather. I'm sorry. Okay, so let me show you the flare, and I'll go ahead and zoom in real quick. I'm going to show you the flare, then I'm going to show you the couple of sun diving comets here, and I am going to cut it pretty short. I'm not going to be on very much longer. I do have to, I'm doing my family thing. I'm not going to take time from my family while I'm on vacation. So the flare happened up here. This is a pretty complex area that we're going to have to watch as it rotates in. Okay, matter of fact, I don't know if I even have the flare on there. I'll tell you what we can do though. Right here it is. Okay, it did not look like there had any kind of at least any kind of large CME with it. And I got something kind of strange to show you too, and we'll go over that in just a minute. But we got two models kind of not agreeing with each other, and I'll show them to you here in just a second. But before we do that, let's go back here. Let me zoom out. Oh, I found something else interesting too. This was, I don't know, you know, we see these little streaks go across the satellites sometimes, and usually they're like charged particles, right? That's what they are. But I've never really seen any of them do this before. And it may just be because I've never really seen one go across the face of the sun. I've seen them with the space being background of that. Now, we have no way to tell how close that is to the sun or the satellite. So we don't know how big this thing is. We don't know if it was just a piece of dust real close to the satellite or if it was way out by the sun and big. There's no way to tell. So I'm not going to even speculate on what this is. There's no sense in it because nobody's ever going to be able to figure that out. And it could be a camera thing there too, or it couldn't be. It could be, you know, again, it could be a little meteor flying across in front of the camera. But I found it interesting because, again, it just looks almost like a light curtain underneath it as it goes across the face of the sun there. And let me go here. Just kind of, it looked kind of odd, right? So I don't know what that is. I don't. I'm not going to sit here and try to tell you I do. I'm not going to make up something just to make myself sound cool. You want to hear somebody make up stuff, just go to somebody else's channel. You can find them. They're out there. I promise. Not hard to find either. That's a shame, but it's the truth. So, I seen that, right? And so you look at the timestamp, 1633 on the 10th. So you go to the other filters, the other angstroms of light here, and none of the other filters are taking a capture at 1633, and it's that way on purpose. Okay, if you look at the timestamps, they will, and again, guys, it's a timestamp. This is not a continuous movie. It's one image at that exact second. Okay. So if you go down here and you look and you try to find something at 1633, you're not going to find it. What you're going to find, you can get close, because that's 1633 and 20 seconds. That's 18 seconds. So 2 seconds later, this is what the sun looked like. And it makes sense, because if this thing, you know, if this was closer to the camera, it definitely wouldn't take that much time to get out of the view of the camera. So again, you know, and here's what we usually see. You see this right here? I didn't even know it was there. I didn't even see that until just now. You see this? You'll see these a lot, and they're almost always vertical, either going up or down. Very seldom do you see them going at any kind of angle. And what those are, most likely, is it's just charged particles that the extreme ultraviolet picked up. That's all that is. Okay? It's nothing big, it's nothing like that. But we see these all the time. And usually they're moving north-south or south-north. I've seen a couple go angled. But I don't know what this one is. And again, guys, you know, I don't think it's that big of a deal. It just looked kind of weird. That's all. Neat, actually, if you want my opinion. Looked pretty neat. But, so, let's go look at the Sundiver, sun grazers, Sundivers, whatever you want to call them. So this is on SOHO. SOHO is a satellite, sits out in front of the Earth, about 1 million miles closer to the sun, always looking at the sun, right? And it orbits with the Earth around the sun. So it's our perspective. It's as if we're looking at the sun. That's a black occulter disk. It has to be there to block out the main parts of the light, which in essence is what makes it a coronagraph anyway. And I'm not going to go into details there either. But that's, yeah. So you can look at that. And so remember that you see the white here, the white circle in the middle on the red side. That's actually the surface of the sun. The occulter disk is out further. So what I'm going to show you, and I'm going to zoom in here so you guys get a really good look at it. This one's really not that hard to see. You're going to see two comets. I'm calling them comets. I guess they could be meteors. I don't. You know, they look like Sundiver or Grazer. Okay, Sundivers are going into the sun. Most of them don't even make it to the sun because they burn up before they get there. Sun grazers will actually go out and around, and they'll do that little slingshot move and go back out into orbit, and they'll orbit back around in however many more years. So Just understand that. So you're going to see two of these things come in the bottom here, and I've shown these before. I just haven't shown them in a while. And to be honest with you, I don't know why. I'm sure they didn't just stop happening. It's just I haven't seen them. That's all that is. But so let me start this. We going? Okay. So let me back it up. Okay, you see that? That's the first one, and then there's a second one right behind it. That's nothing more than just what the camera does, guys. Okay, you'll see that it follows right along with it all the way through. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slow that down. I'm just going to start it, and we'll watch it. Okay, so let's go back this way, and you're going to see a point here where they kind of both start to disappear. So I don't think either one of those made it to the sun. I reversed it here, so you're going to see them come backwards. Okay, they probably got burnt up. They typically do. This is one of the things that Soho catches a lot, and they're logging a lot of them. So there you go. Couple sun divers. I thought it was pretty cool. Now you can see them on the red vantage point here too. They're just not as prevalent. But yeah. So let me go ahead and let me start it and let you guys see that. Let me goodness, sorry. Man, daggone it. Okay, so I'm going to pause it. I'm going to start it, and we're going to try to get over here so you guys can see it on the red one. Not sure if you guys seen it, but you guys can go here and look if you want. But that's the Sundivers. Okay, so we also had a couple of eruptions here. So let me I'm gonna zoom back in one. Oh, that's good. So you can kind of still see them there. So let me let's go ahead and there it goes. Okay, so this is on the 10th. Okay, eruption, eruption, eruption. Right. So we haven't really had a whole lot of these. None of these are coming at Earth. But let me show you something, which I'm not. And we'll watch down here. Watch these sun divers. See them? Boom, boom, boom. I'm calling them sun divers. Like I said, they could be sun grazers. There's no way for me to tell right now. But there you go. Watch them. Boom, boom. Okay. So they're, judging by this, we don't have anything coming at Earth. So let's go look at our side view. And nothing's really coming at us here either. So I go look at the CME tracker, and this is what I see. So if you guys have ever seen this tracker that I've shown you guys before, you know where my question is here. This tracker is showing us CME going to hit Earth. And I'm not seeing it anywhere. Right? So I'm like questioning, what the heck, where'd that come from? It's hitting on all three vantage points too. Top, down, side view, and over here. And, even though this shows us taking a side hit, that's not a glancing blow. A glancing blow would be right on the edge. That's actually, if this actually materializes and this is what we see, this could be a significant CME that might give us a small geomagnetic storm. This ain't like grid down or nothing like that. Matter of fact, it's probably not going to be a whole lot of nothing, even if this is what's happening. Okay? But this is the NOAA version of this model. Now, let me go over and... I'm sorry, the NASA version. Let me show you the NOAA version. And it's not doing nothing. It's not showing nothing. Watch. Okay? It says the NASA model is showing something leaving the sun on the 10th, and it hitting us like on the 13th. I guess there's a little bit of a rise there, but I don't see anything significant is what I'm trying to say. Not to match what the NASA model was. Now, this has happened before, okay, guys? These models are two different models, so they take different things into it. You know, they have one part of the model will take some data point more serious than what the other model would, right? So, you know, it makes sense that these things, they're not always going to match up. So I don't, you know, and then, so what did I do next? I went and started looking at this, right? And I'm not seeing anything but possibly a stealth CME. And I'll show it to you because it's not easy to see. Hence the word stealth. So, and it's on the northern hemisphere of the sun. And interesting enough, and this is also something I thought was interesting, was that it happens right here. As this thing, like 2 or 3 images after this thing passes, we see a little bit of an eruption right here. And again, I'll show it to you. See that? That little filament. Watch right here where my cursor is. I'll back it up. See that little movement? Now, did that leave the sun? I don't know. According to the satellites, the you know, SOHO and Stereo A, it doesn't look like anything significant came our direction. So I don't know where that's coming from. You know, maybe I'm just not seeing it. I just don't know. But yeah, you're right, Mark. Space weather does affect earthquake activity 100%. They have a hard time pinning it down. Something else that you guys might not know, that they actually use seismic activity on the sun, and they map out what the sunspots look like on the other side of the sun. And they're getting really good at it. Just so as you know. But yeah. So, yeah, I thought that was all interesting, guys. I didn't know, you know, again, like I said, guys, I'm on vacation. I'm not going to promise any shows while I'm on vacation. It just depends. If something big happens, I'll probably pop in just for like 4 or 5 minutes and let you know what's up. I just happened to, you know, we got to where we were going for tonight anyway. And, you know, my wife and my daughter are knocked out right now. So, but yeah. So, what you saying there, K Smalls? I am speaking big things, you all. You will see. Okay. I know I must have missed something in the chat, but yeah, guys, I am excited about not this coming Monday, but next Monday. We can do this real quick too. Just hang in here with me just for a second, okay? And so let me do this real quick, and let's go to my channel. Let's check. Let's go. Sorry, guys. I just want to, you know, I'm pretty excited about what we got going on over on the lifeboat, because, you know, we've talked a lot over there. We've helped a lot of people, and I think it's time for us to take another step in the right direction. Tommy, who's getting on a plane here, you guys didn't see. Oh man, I'm so proud of that guy. You know, he just got out of prison a little over a year ago. Now he gets the chance to go see his daughter graduate. It's so awesome, so awesome. But anyway, I would encourage you guys to go watch the videos over here. We do. It's like, you know, guys, you're family when you come in here, when you leave, you're still family, and that's how we all do it. And anybody that's listened to me from the lifeboat, I'm going to get to your emails. Thank you guys so much for the encouraging emails you guys sent me. I love all you guys. But I'm not sure if I could stream from where I'm at, okay? Because right now I'm struggling just to keep mine going. I'm not, you know, I don't have the typical bandwidth that I normally would. But a week from Monday, we're going to try a call-in show over here, okay? So what I'm going to do here, let's do this. Copy. Paste. Okay, so there's the link to the channel. Do me a favor, go over there and subscribe. Check it out. Again, we're going to be starting in 2 weeks. You know, not this Monday, but the following Monday, a call-in show, and we're there's gonna be growing pains. Okay, just know that from the beginning. It's not gonna be smooth from the beginning. It just can't. But yeah, what'd you say there? Yeah. Okay. All good. Yeah. All opinions are valid, and all opinions are allowed here. Just so everybody understands that, I think you guys do. I appreciate you guys for your respect there in the chat of each other. I really do. Appreciate you. Hey, Pamela, what's up? Everybody's allowed to, have whatever opinion they have, as long as it doesn't get personal and attacking, calling people names, that kind of stuff. So please come check us out over here. It's a great thing. It's, if you don't know anything at all about addiction recovery or even drugs addiction at all, great place to come. People will help you. They, as soon as you say anything at all in the chat, you got a question, we try to help. So, and Tommy's an awesome dude. We call him Captain, and I'm the first mate over there. So, we did pretty good. I think you guys, anybody over that has went over there from here, thank you for trusting me to go give it a shot. And I think it's helping a lot of people, and it's helping me, it's helping Tommy. Obviously there's no money there. I mean, so if anybody thought that's no way. There is, yeah. You're not making money on YouTube anymore, guys, unless you got, man, you got to have millions of views of video, and I mean, it's crazy. But anyway, it's not about that for us. So, but we are going to try to go to a call-in format at least a few days a week so we can have more interaction, right? Leisure's over there. If I missed anybody else in here, I am sorry. Menacing, what's up? But I am going to go ahead and cut off here, guys. If anything big happens on the Sun, I'll give you guys a little small update. Please go over and check out Marfugel too. They're continuing to do great work over there. Rip Curl Readiness, awesome. He's my boy. Mark Pires, he's doing an interview show now too, so go check out Mark Pires. He's got another channel going where he's doing interviews. Go check that out. But anyway, guys, I'll be back maybe a couple times this week if anything happens, but it'll be short and to the point, and it may just be an uploaded video. Hey Major, what's up? But that's what it'll be. But a week from this coming Monday on the Lifeboat, we're going to try to do a call-in show. So that's exciting for us. I hope you guys think it's exciting too. And we'll see you there. I'm going to enjoy my family this week. I need a break. I hope everybody else can, respect that. And any emails that I got, please know that I'm going to answer them. And thank you for all the uplifting stuff I've had the past couple days. You guys are awesome. So thank you guys. Anyway, guys, God bless. Yahusha saves, and you can drink this Kool-Aid.